his head, and there he goes. Abyss gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just gonna line up here for Lazzy. He's gonna find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feet.
Gets the ace. Available, just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Welcome back. Game number 2 just about to get underway after a very fantastic start to this series here for Sirius and Junie. Of course, they were able to get a bunch of eliminations and finished second. That's going to score them 28 points here for that one game alone, which is probably more than some teams see an entire season. But I ain't going to be one to talk crap, not naming any team specifically. But I hit the same location once again, start tearing things up and try and find as much supplies as possible. A decent little start here for Siri as he was able to find himself an assault rifle nice and quick. And of course, something that I was getting talked about a little bit during the break. Actually, nice sniper rifle and good potion. Nicely done there for Siri. But I was kind of getting the gist of things here. Like, I'm wondering to myself, what is all this gold? Why is this all here? But it's all about getting bounties from this gentleman here and being able to upgrade your gun as well. That was a green rarity gun, assault rifle, but now Saints are able to, of course, or Siri is able to turn that into a blue, so a little bit of extra damage, better recoil and whatnot moving forward. And of course, same location, same vehicle. Going to be able to use that towards their advantage. They're not going to be able to sit still this time by. They're going to have to go to a new place. But, of course, 3 minutes to do so. This opening section can be a little bit on the quiet side. And the Saints are going to take advantage of that. Try and tear up everything as possible. That always scares the crap out of me, but going to be able to hop right back into the car. Junie not going to run his teammate down, not this time. Shoutouts to Fortnite if I end up getting DMCA'd at the end of this night, but we'll see anyway as we hop in. You have to stop using cars so I don't get DMCA'd. RIP strategy, but we do see actually an early engagement here for Siri and Junie as they're going to try and continue to farm up while also keeping tabs on this player that's right around the corner up in the high ground. They're making a little bit of a rooftop for themselves, and actually you have to start tearing out the castle. You can use that brick. Does have the pump shotty available if necessary. If he ends up going point blank with somebody. Junie and Siri, though, going to actually split up, try and take different angles. Hopefully, for their case, they don't get themselves caught. Snipe, and we got the headshot. Nice and gift wraps for him. Gonna knock him down, go for the quick finish. Where's his teammate, however? They ought to be around somewhere. And apparently you can just straight up steal their gadget and possibly spot out the other teammate. That was something new. I thought they were gonna go full cabbie from Siege for a second there. What kind of interrogation is this? They have already 1 kill on the board here for the Saints, so going to get themselves to 29 points so far in this day. So early here in the game as well. Of course, we started off this lobby with about 80 players this time, and we're already down to about 62 players left in the game. And this isn't exactly a bad spot here for Saints to try and farm up some materials as well, especially since there's just an abundance of brick and steel that they can move for themselves. We see already here for Siri specifically, he's got about 270 steel in the tank. So when you have more steel than you do wood, oftentimes I get worried. But no, he just got himself a ton of steel, so that works out. In terms of the loadout right now, we do see the sniper rifle in the pocket of Siri alongside the assault rifle and the shotgun. Basically a gun for every kind of scenario you would possibly want. And then having that extra potion alongside some extra gas, because you're probably going to want to try and keep that car for at least a little bit for this round, till everything starts to cramp up a little bit to the point where Giving away your position would be too deadly. Storm's about to finally make its way for the first time and start closing on in, but of course, first time by, it takes a little while. 4 minutes for the Saints to evacuate, just a couple feet to the right, it seems. And might not be opting to take the car unless Junie is going to pick that up. And one thing they were trying to, or the players were trying to explain to me earlier, of course, was also the bounty system that we had saw and touched on just a touch a little bit earlier, getting that gold and talking to the NPC players that are in certain areas and giving you quests that basically give you, I don't know if they give you buffs or if they give you materials or what, but we do see like getting quests like Protect Junie, not necessarily difficult as long as you're playing safe, so you're going to be able to complete that and get some additional gold to possibly even level up your weapons even further. Bit of a quiet time right now, and Saints definitely all farmed up and good to go this time by. We already have almost 500 wood in the pocket here for Siri, and then at least 250 of everything else. Pretty well loaded up and good to go. As long as they don't get jumped on, they should be in fine shape. We do see scouting out with the sniper rifle does spot somebody in the 24-hour gas station, I do believe, at the convenience store. Are right there as well. Looking for his opportunity to pull the trigger. Is he going to opt for it? Cannot find the shot he was looking for. Gonna go take to the low ground. Maybe try to just one-on-one him alongside. Okay, Junie is right behind him, so he does have reinforcements. If that's a lone player, he could be in trouble. Snipe shot. Where is it gonna happen? Not a headshot, but a huge shot still for Siri. Guaranteed blew away all of his shields, will be able to close on top of this player as long as they can get there in time. Shotgun ready and waiting here for Siri until they sees a guy running away, trying to build his way out of here. Really trying to run for the hills. I'm going to use the gasoline actually as an explosive to take care of the building. Really pushing it a little bit. Chasing forward, but there may be some additional members kind of showing up to the fray. Got ourselves about a battle of 5 right here. Junie's shots fired, just trying to look for the player at hand, but right now kind of getting lost in the building. Junie right near where the fire kind of exploded on. And Saints have to worry about other players coming in as well. Granted, they are one of the few that went to the west. That being said, if there's anybody else, they would be converging on their locations here at Sweaty Sands in no time. Oh, looks for the snipe. He's not going to find it. Going to get tagged up a tiny bit. Lose a little bit of shields, but that's okay. Sitting there at about 85 still, so not too bad in the slightest. This simple kill that, or it looked like it was going to be a simple kill, has definitely turned on its head. Junie getting a little bit worse for wear, but Siri going to at least trade back a little bit against the player. Chasing him down. Big shot. Not going to be a good one, though. A bad trade here for Siri. Probably doesn't want to really engage with no shields, but he's kind of stuck in a position where he has to. Was debating on trying to chug it. Junie is going to go down. Is he going to be able to stay alive, however? That is the question. Can Siri protect his player? It's not the case. They're headhunting Siri in this situation. It's going to be rough. Back and forth battles here. It's going to be an early elimination here for St. Clair as they're going to drop in 26th. Definitely unfortunate. They're going to get the 1 point from the elimination, and that is it. So Game 2 did not go as planned at all. Just that duel that looks like it should have been a sure kill just did not end up happening in the slightest. So I just got kind of converged on, and unfortunately, sometimes that's the way it is. I was talking in Game 1 about getting third party, like pulling the trigger and then somebody else showing up to take that fight with you or against you. That's kind of what happened here against Siri and Junie for game number 2. And sometimes that's just the way it is. You can be as careful as you want, but sometimes it just doesn't quite go your way. So at least game 1 was still fantastic. Saints are going to walk away with at least 29 points here today. When the end of the night happens, once NACE does tally up all of the records, we'll be able to see where our Saints stand later on in the night. Unfortunately, we will not know that information right now, so we're kind of at a standstill, just feeling proud that we at least got the 29. Like I was saying before, a lot of teams probably don't see that an entire season. So the fact that our Saints were able to get that in one game was absolutely fantastic. But with that, we'll be getting ready to close out for our coverage here tonight. Of course, it was a bit of a double of action right on the Upsurge Esports channel. Our League of Legends team is currently playing as well. If that match is still going, I'll probably host a stream. It would have to be either Game 2 or Game 3 by this point, but it was fantastic getting the opportunity to cast some Fortnite once again. And I know it's still very early in their season, so it's probably not going to be the last that we do see of Siri, Junie, and the rest of the Fortnite squad here on the Saints Gaming CA stream. So thank you for being a part of the first stream we've had here for a while for Fortnite. But of course, a couple thank yous to go around. We do have, of course, thank the sponsors: St. Clair College, Zuckelman School of Business and Information Technology, PC Outlet, Tim Hortons, the St. Clair SRC, and St. Clair College Alumni Association. Thank you for supporting the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team and making these teams, this broadcast, everything possible. Big thank you to everybody tuning in. I know it's been a long time since we had the opportunity to stream some Fortnite, and a lot of you have been waiting very patiently. So thank you for waiting, and thank you for tuning into the broadcast tonight, supporting the squad, or supporting your classmates, family members, and just making their esports endeavors possible. And of course, that will be all in regards to that. But of course, we do have some matches coming up once again, still later on in the week. We do have the CCL regular season double header tomorrow, 8 o'clock and 9:30 in the CCL Call of Duty Cold War League. And that 9:30 match, of course, is up against the University of Windsor. It's definitely going to be looking forward to that one. Then on Wednesday, the OPSE League of Legends playoffs do begin. It's slotted in for 8 o'clock right now, but it could be moved, so be sure to keep tabs on our Twitter page to make sure you catch exactly when that match goes live. Then Thursday, we have ourselves a doubleheader as long as things stay the way they are. NECC Overwatch action, Week 3, around the corner at 5 o'clock. Then OPSC League of Legends playoffs continue as long as our team keeps on getting some dubs. And again, slot in at 8 o'clock, but that very well might move. Then on Friday, we have ourselves a tournament. The TESPA Collegiate Cold War returns for this new season coming up, and they're going to start things off with a qualifier tournament. Double elimination style. We might be going a little bit long that night, so be sure to enjoy a nice evening with us and some Call of Duty action. But with that, we shall close out for tonight. Again, my name is Dan Banner, also known as Mr. Danners. Thank you for tuning in to this Fortnite broadcast, and I will see you tomorrow for some Call of Duty action.